Good evening, folks. This is Thomas XSL, and I'm here at Glade of Sorrow Sim, just enjoying this gorgeous sunset. It's beautiful how the sunlight just plays on the water like that. Well, I have a couple of bike builds. I have that one bike build that was coming out for a while now, the Smoothster. I got that one. That one's been done. I need to show that one. And then I built a bike around that new 30s knucklehead motor that I put up for sale, full perm on Marketplace. Man, I hate to leave this gorgeous view, but let's go find a res area and I'll show those two bikes off. Okay, so finally I dug this thing out of my inventory. This one's the Smoothster, and it's kickstart Panhead-ish type motor, skull air cleaner. My stuff is all my viewer set to shine, so that's, if you buy this and you're wondering how come the skull is not shiny like that, you gotta go in your preferences. I'll just show you right here. You go to edit in Singularity, preferences, and you go, I think you go to general, no, graphics. Oh, there's bump mapping and shiny. Right there under shaders, transparent waters, bump mapping and shiny. You click that and then you can go ahead and see, you'll see the shine on the objects. And you see the fenders are all shiny. And this one took a little while to do. It's really basic bike. There's no sex engine in it. But you just click it to turn on the motor. Turn the engine off like that. But yeah, it's pretty loud. But that's the Smoothster, and the LOD is on this one. On some of the pieces, it kind of breaks when you get far away. As you can see, the frame just kind of tweaked there, and the handlebars did too. But I think it has to do with, yeah, the handlebar's all bent and shit until you get up on it. I don't know what causes that, but it's something in those parts, because I have other parts that are sculpted too, and they res fine. So that's the Smoothster. Very basic bike. And let me go ahead and bring out the other one. Let me see. This is how the bikes appear when you first res them. Because of the sculpted shapes, it makes these weird oblong balls at first, and then you'll start seeing the parts start popping into place. So this is that motor, the knucklehead motor that was made a short while back. I put on Marketplace to sell, and this is the bike I built around it. And for these exhaust pipes to fit, I had to lengthen this little piece, or this pin, the Kickstarter crank. That base part had to be stretched out. And the carb I just made from regular hard prims, and same with the ignition system. I didn't include this ignition system with the knucklehead motor for sale, because I figured somebody would probably have a sculpted one that looked cooler, or maybe that flashed. If you wanted one that was like a glass tube that flashed, you could put that one out instead. But So this is a fairy fantasy artwork on the tank. This one has the love menu. When you click the rear tire, it comes up girl boy 1, girl boy 2, and Cuddles, the vintage love engine that's on a lot of vehicles they sell. There's a lot of motorhomes too with it. This one doesn't have the secondary drive. Is there another one? This one might have been a saved. No, that's... Now, well, shit. I'm gonna have to take this one back in and finish the secondary, the final drive unit. I've got no sprocket, no chain on there, so this one's not going anywhere at the moment. But I'll fix that up, and I don't know if I got this one on Marketplace yet or not. If it is, I'm gonna pull it and fix it, add those parts, and then re-put it back on Marketplace. But for the most part, this is what the final product is gonna be like. It's got solid rims and white walls. Yeah, old style Springer. I think it came out looking pretty good. Let me know what y'all think about it, how this bike came out. So far this thing is, I think it's 93 prims. Or it's 100 something. It's gonna make me have to go and edit. It's 140 prims, but the landing pack cost is only 74. Because I did the over 32 prim cheat for vehicles, the little glitch you can do in edit, which I have to give props to DJ Snoop Snoodle. So I did not come up with that. He's the one that I had seen on YouTube. I saw his video, and that's how I know how to do it for bikes and other cars. I've got a bunch of other bikes too that I've made. I don't know if I can show some off though, because they're kind of some's munchy. Like I have, you know what? I had to just go ahead and show them off. Just say fuck it, right? They got Lava Shine bike. I got the Red Queen, Blue Pussy bike, Ebony Flame. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start whipping those out and just showing y'all those. Some have sexually explicit pictures on it. But I mean, if this fairy one don't offend you, the other one's probably not gonna offend you. So let's start bringing them out. So first up is this Lava Shine bike, and this is a mix of a very old as hell Harley Davidson that someone made, I'm guessing in 2003 NSL, and it's a mix of that and some of my sculpted parts I have. It changed the whole frame out. No, I kept the frame. I gave it a soft tail frame in the rear, and then I added all this other stuff to it, make it a little bit nicer looking. I think from the handlebars and the forks, you can probably still tell, and from the tank and the fenders too, that this originally came from that old Harley. But yeah, this one's got the moving paint on the tank and the fenders. I think this one's just a straight up ride bike. It doesn't have the sex menu on it. But yeah, it's got the spinner rims, and all these bikes that I'm showing they're all going to be put on Marketplace for. Oh yeah, and then this one has the bling too. And this one's got a little shine on the different parts of it, like the fender and the muffler and the engine, and I think even on the headlight there's one. But they're the real small, subtle. It's not the kill your eyes shoe bling that everybody hates. This is just little subtle shine on some of the chrome, which I'm surprised a lot a lot of other people aren't doing to motorcycles and cars in the cell. I think it's a great touch. But all these bikes are going to be going on marketplace for different prices, and I'll probably price them at like 300, like 300 or 400. I think that's fair. They're not bikes like the copycat kits that everyone can buy and fix. These are all, I'm customizing these, and you won't be seeing these bikes anywhere but the junk box shop on marketplace. And if you like the old dual glide panheads from the 50s, you'll probably love this one. So old, I think the name of this too. I named it just Old Cruiser Bike. Yeah, Old Cruiser Bike. Yes, this is 1950 style. Along the lines of a dual glide or an Indian. Well, more along the lines of an Indian, but. And this looks single seater, but it does have. You can take a passenger. And you just click on the seat. Yeah, and then you just get the little chair, the little sit on icon. And I don't know. I don't think this one doesn't have a love menu either. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't put one in yet. I mean, if you want to buy one, and you want the love menu, just IM me and I'll put one in and get it all adjusted. I think this one only has a few hard trim parts. Mostly it's sculpt, and it's got my patented Kickstarter, which I designed that out of hard prims. I'll throw that on bikes here and there because I like seeing it. And this one's not a bike, but this one's called it the Red Mess. I don't want to start any shit, but this truck looks an awful like the one from GTA 5, the Rat Loader. Now this one here is not too much because I customized it, but this thing looks an awful lot like, I mean, the starter, what I started with, what I bought full perm to make this. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and delete this one, and I'll bring up the one that I bought, and you can see. Alright, there it is, and this truck is mesh. But like I said, I don't want to start any crap. That looks an awful lot like the Rat Loader from GTA 5. If you played Grand Theft Auto 5, I mean, not so much rim wise. I think the tires are a little wider, and now the texture on the outside of the truck is different than the one in the game is shot up. But this thing really looks really close to the one from GTA 5. I mean, to the point where, I mean, it's got the shifter that doesn't really attach to the floor. The look of the inside. Everybody that has the videos of the Rat Loaders and stuff that's customized them in Grand Theft Auto 5 will instantly recognize this vehicle. It's even got the little rod where the two halves of the hood would be. The motor is identical. But I don't know, somebody really did a lot of work to like make this thing exactly look like the one from GTA 5. But it looks pretty cool. Actually, I like this one in the that tow truck, that old. I think it's usually in orange and white in GTA 5. So that's a pretty cool tow truck. Kind of looks like this a little bit, but. And this truck's called the DST. But anyways, getting back to and then this company also got a full perm mesh Shelby Cobra. It's a bit smaller than the black one that I built, but I'm only going to pull that out and show y'all. Yeah, here we go. This car's pretty badass looking. I'm not too big of a fan of mesh cars though, because they like to break when you start pulling away the camera, but Yeah, it's like the door's kind of freaking out, and the wheels tend to turn to crumpled. What's that? Crumpled. Damn it! Look like crumpled tinfoil when you pull too far back. But this car is really. It looks like it's really modeled really nicely. Now, someone was saying that there's a few see-through faces on this car. Damn, they really got the glow turned up on some of these parts. But like you can see up in here, there's some see-through faces. But it's not really. I guess it's not really too bad because they're out of the way, and you can fix those by putting in thin down Tauruses as trim rings to kind of hide those see-through faces. But I think the wheel wells too are see-through. Yeah, you can kind of see through those a bit too. But I mean, pull it back like this, and in this view, when you would normally be driving, I don't think it's that much of a bother. I mean, overall, I think it looks pretty cool. Looks like it's been modeled after the Eleanor car from the remake of Gone in 60 Seconds. But yeah, I thought that looked pretty cool. And this bike's called the Red Queen. This is some old Ghost Flame Harley that someone gave me a while back, and I just kind of played with the parts and stretched them out and adjusted them and added a pair of titties to the primary cover. And just recolored it. I like the way it came out. It's a little shorter than it originally looked. And I think this one has a love menu too, when you click around the back tire. And the same Girl Boy 1 and 2 and Cuddles. I think this one has some additional sits. Like on this air cleaner, you can click the sit. Well, my air was off screen. Oh, I'm sitting alright. You can sit right there. You can sit on the tail light. Get my fat ass tail out of the way. You can sit on the tail light. It's got some cool poses. Let me see what else. I think there was one in the gas filler cap. I guess I set it to invisible, so I can't find the damn thing. What is it? Maybe there's one in the tank. I guess I took that one out. There was another pose though in there, and then I think the other pose is somewhere, yeah, right there on that primary cover. Yeah, sitting on the fender. That's pretty cool. Of course, if you're riding this in a no-res area, from a res area, and you try to go to sit on a tank, they might kick the bike back in your inventory before you got a chance to sit on it. I mean, at riding sims though, they let you res bikes there, so you'd be able to chill out and just hang out on it. I see guys like at Motor World all the time, just sitting on their bikes as the other guys are racing by. And this one's called the V8 Blue Boy Chopper. And waiting for the frame to res in. The hell's the frame at? Just click on it. There it is. Alright, there's the frame. And just a stretched out bike with a big ass V8. Huge fat forks. Couple new pictures on the oil tank and the gas tank. Some flames, pipes. It doesn't have a love. Does this have a love menu? Oh, it does have a love menu. I didn't think it did. But it's got the love menu. It's got the tail light you can sit on. Sit chilling on the bike like that. Well, this one's pretty easy build. Then we have the Suki Momo. which Momo's Japanese for peach, so I thought that was pretty funny to name it Peach. I don't build them that often, but this one's a crotch rocket. Well, this one's actually a mesh full perm kit that I bought and then just put the stuff on it so it would be rideable. The only problem is I'm using the original mesh wheels that came with the kit, and I don't know how to make the mesh rim spin as you ride, so the wheels don't move when you ride, or the rims don't move. But I mean, you'll be riding from about this angle here, and you won't be able to see it. And I've got the. You just go. Yeah, come on. Sit on it like that. Dumbass. Ride it. Click the seat. Oop, that's my tail. Hold on. It's got the correct poses for a crotch rocket. It's got the tuner rev. Some people might recognize that from the old the TV3 sports cars. I think the only one you find now in most of the freebie shops is the yellow one. But if you go to Yadney's and pick up a box, I think called Mindy's Freebies. It has the other colors of that sports car, but that's for that rev sound. The really it's Iowa sound, but it's revving up. I thought it was perfect for this bike. It's like you're just ready to race, pulling up next to somebody. So this one, I don't think you'll see it. This one has, of course, the island pose like that. It also has the regular riding pose as well. They don't make too many crotch rockets. This is probably the first one I made. But I was just intrigued to do it, and so I bought that kit and then went and got the poses for it. I think it came out pretty good. I'll probably do a couple more later on. And moving right along, this one I think is just one of the neatest bikes I've built. It's called the Purple Shooter bike, and as you can see in the rims, it has, I guess it's Colt 45, like the long barrel revolver wheels. And it almost looks like knife handles that are holding the revolvers up, but I just think it's really neat. Well, the rims, I actually went on an image search and found these are actual motorcycle wheels, and I just cut the image and alphaed it so you could see through it and brought it in world. This has got a little picture of a little blonde on the, oh, her face is kind of messed up. Got a little blonde on the air cleaner. Square headlights. It's really low. Part of half the down tube is chain. I just think this bike really came out neat. And it's purple flames on the tank and the tank and the fenders. And once again, this one has a lev menu on it. So if riding's turning your girl on, you can go ahead and pull over and screw if you're in an area that'll let you pop out the pose balls. Just click that, pick your pose, and pose balls come right out, and you both jump on them. And you say yes when it asks to animate your avatar and see if it's going to give you the message. Oh, it didn't. Usually you get a message that asking if it can animate your avatar, and you just click yes. And when you're done, you just stand up and hit back and stop, and it removes the pose balls, and you're ready to ride again. This one's pretty badass too. It's called the Ebony Flame. It's got an old style chopper, like 60s. Got the girder front end, high twist sissy bar. Yeah, I put a skull on it, but I didn't set the skull for any kind of shine, so it looked more like an actual skull, not too chromed out like in the other bike. Yeah, this one's got a Ace of Spades and Queen of Hearts on a close pin. Into the rear spokes. I think this one came out pretty good. And V1, this one does have some nifty, what they call the ebony flame for nothing. It's got a couple ebony radius on the fender and the tank. Pretty explicit stuff, but if you're into that sort of thing like me, you'll find this bike very appealing. Now we have these two crazy builds. This is the Little Foreign Sex Truck and the Little Foreign Sex Van. Basically the same, almost about the same vehicle. This one's a van and the other one's a little pickup. Both of them, the doors open. The doors all open and close. They both have the same passenger seat, same engine. And just back here on the van, the side door opens and the glass opens. And the floor of this in here in the van is, if I can get around the door, it's solid, so you can actually walk up in the back of the van. And they both have love menus, and the one for the van, they've been adjusted so they fit the van. I think this one was in the bed or the tailgate or the roof. Okay, it's the roof. Should be the roof for both of them then. Okay, yeah, it is. And their poses are mostly set in the cabin in the bed. And on the van part, it's in the cargo area in the back. And I think there's a few poses that are set up in the cab. A couple of the cuddles are set up in the cab, but I just think they're neat to look at. They're made out of hard prim. I don't think I used any sculpts. Yeah, this is all, both of them are all hard prim vehicles, so they'll res right away. This one is the Blue Pussy bike, aptly named because it's blue and it has pictures of this one chick's crotch on it. And this one has this engine off and a gear rating system. This one doesn't have a love menu on it, which is weird. I thought I had one on there. You can see the pictures on there. They're really, I think they're really dark blue, so if you're in a mature sim or PG sim, nobody will notice unless they get way up on you and they see it. But just one of the crazy ass builds I did. I was just basically fucking off and just playing around with parts, pictures and stuff, seeing what I could put on the tanks and fenders. This was the first bike I was kind of fooling around with when I first got that Ghost Flame chopper, and I was playing around with some of the stuff on it. And I made this one. And this bike is actually called the fucking Hot Seat Chopper. And it's got the chrome skull. I'm just calling the CC bar. License plates. Don't fucking touch this bike, you asshat. It's got a skull on the primary cover. Harley Davidson symbol upside down. That was just done as more or less a joke. Because I know a lot of people that have the old, or that had the old Harleys, they didn't really like very much where Harley Davidson was going nowadays. Yeah, this was a Panhead with the Kickstarter. I think this is the first one I put the Kickstarter on. Well, I mean, that was the first time I made that Kickstarter. And I don't remember where I got that air filter from. I think I might have made that one, just do a texture on it to give it that swirl look. Anyway, there's that bike, and that one, that one has the love menu, the sex menu on it. I think that's about it. There's another one, the Naughty Horse bike, but I think I'm gonna wait on that one because that one's got some pretty raunchy pictures on it, on the tank and the fender. I think I'm gonna wait, and that one's gonna get its own video, but just in case that one gets pulled, they won't pull all the rest of this work I've done in showing you these other vehicles. But so that's my crazy, some of the crazy builds I've done so far. I've done a couple other bikes for friends and customers, but I keep those out of the for sale box. Those ones aren't for sale. They were only made for those people to buy. But so that's what I custom make bikes too. So if you want something done, just IM me and let me know what you're interested in. I'm not a professional bike builder. I know some people have the CAD, the computer aided drawing, and they really get into like making the parts and stuff for the bikes through like mesh building programs. But I just work with hard prim and the handful of sculpts that I've got. But I think those other bikes that I've showed you, they've come out pretty good. They don't look they don't look too bad like some of the other bikes I've seen out in like the freebie areas and stuff. But well, this is Thomas XSL coming to you from Nooncott, home of the Coonspiracy. And one of these days I'm going to have to take a tour of this place and really show you. You got a camper over there. There's a messed up, like a bread van back over here. It's all torn up. This place is pretty cool. I think it's been here for a while too. But take care.